Hello and welcome to TradeFlow Television,
bringing you valuable analysis and actionable intelligence
through the global commodity markets.
These are some of the key topics that we will be looking into in today's program.
First, let's take a look at the overnight headlines which are impacting the commodity markets. Russia is accelerating plans to switch to a formula-based tax on wheat exports, the economy minister said on Thursday, as Moscow strives to curb food inflation in the COVID-19 pandemic. The switch to a formula, which will now take place on June 2, a month earlier than previously planned, will mean the tax will automatically rise in response to any increase in prices. The move to combat domestic food inflation in Russia comes alongside measures taken by some other governments as global prices rise. An index issued by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization hit a 6-1 half-year high earlier on Thursday.
India's southern state of Andhra Pradesh will use a deepwater port to export rice for the first time in decades amid a global shortage of the grain, according to a government order seen by Reuters, which could raise shipments this year by a fifth. The order, issued late on Wednesday, allows Kakinada Deepwater Port to handle rice until more capacity is created at the adjoining Anchorage port. Congestion at the Kakinada Anchorage port, India's biggest rice handling facility, had led to a waiting period of up to 4 weeks compared with the normal wait of about a week, raising costs for shippers and limiting exports, said B.V. Krishna Rao, president of the Rice Exporters Association of India.
Moving on to the top news in the energy sector.
Indian refiners would resume imports of Iranian oil if the United States eases sanctions against Tehran, the chairman of state-run Hindustan Petroleum Corp said on Thursday. U.S. President Joe Biden's administration is seeking a diplomatic solution to the nuclear dispute with Iran, which could see sanctions eased. India, which was Iran's top oil client after China, had stopped oil imports from the OPEC nation in mid-2019 under pressure from the stringent sanctions imposed by former U.S. President Donald Trump.
The U.S. Treasury Department on Tuesday authorized U.S. companies to engage with Venezuela's INEA maritime authority if necessary for the use of the South American country's ports, after sanctioning INEA 2 weeks ago. Washington on January 19 blacklisted INEA along with several other maritime entities it said had continued to transport Venezuelan crude despite sanctions on state oil company Petróleos de Venezuela S.A. implemented in January 2019 as part of a push to oust President Nicolas Maduro. Many international shipping companies in recent years have been wary of docking at Venezuelan ports due to concerns about possible punishment by Washington, an industry source said.
Next, we have the top news in metal markets.
Gold dropped more than 2% on Thursday to break below the key psychological $1,800 level as a rising dollar and U.S. Treasury yields eroded bullion's appeal. Spot gold fell 2.3% to $1,791.11 per ounce by 12:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, after touching a more than 2-month low of $1,784.76. U.S. gold futures were 2.4% lower at $1,791.50. Silver prices have declined more than 13% since a GameStop-style retail frenzy sent them to their highest in nearly 8 years at $30.03 on Monday.
Tin prices fell on Thursday but remained near their highest since 2014 because of an acute shortage of material in the London Metal Exchange (LME) system. Stockpiles in LME-registered warehouses are near their lowest on record and traders are paying huge premiums for contracts that promise quick delivery of metal. Benchmark tin on the LME was down 0.4% at $22,850 a ton in official trading, having hit $23,435 on Tuesday. Prices are up 12% this year after gaining 18% in 2020. We will now look at the top news in the agricultural sector. Indonesia's palm oil exports fell 9% last year as global demand was disrupted by the coronavirus pandemic, the Indonesian Palm Oil Association (GAPKI) said on Thursday, while forecasting exports would recover in 2021. Indonesia, the world's biggest producer of the vegetable oil, exported 34 million tons of palm oil and its refined products in 2020. Exports to China and Europe dropped last year, while shipments to India and Pakistan still saw some growth. GAPKI data showed. Output of the oil, used in a wide range of products, from food to cleaning products, stood at 47 million tons last year, down slightly from 2019.
That is all for today's news on the commodity market. Stay tuned to TradeFlow TV as we continue to provide you with more updates. You can also follow us on Twitter at TradeFlow TV1, which allows you to watch our program on your mobile device or desktop.